this is really branding website, and it's been working really well. Byunggyu's case. Byunggyu did presentation in Toronto. Here in this place. Usually we do presentation in U of T or YMCA. In fact, actually, next Monday, we have another presentation festival happening on Monday. So Byunggyu's case, he did presentation here, and he did another presentation in Seoul, and he recently got hired. But he had no passion for working for a big company, because he used to work for CJ, and he didn't have good experience. He worked there for 6 years, and then he just, okay, I'm not going to work for big companies. One of the very unusual but unique person. And then he started working for computer programming company. Now he's really happy with his life now. So he did his presentation. He talks about how to simplify business, and then he talks about how young people should not work for big companies. So watch his presentation. I mean, this is another side story. He started working for CJ Food, and then he worked in the headquarters for six months, and then CJ Food transferred him to, Vips restaurant, Vips, one of the division of CJ Foods. So he became assistant manager for 2 years at Vips. So worked there for 2 years, but basically in the kitchen they needed help. So there's no chef, only whole bunch of Arbeit, part-time workers. There's no chef, and then Byunggyu has to cover the chef in the kitchen. All of a sudden, from assistant manager to chef, and then he was stuck there for many years. And then he kept reporting to the headquarters, I really want to reposition at the headquarters, but headquarters didn't listen to him. So he worked there for many years, and then, oh my God, I'm going to quit. And then he came to Canada. So for him, working for a small company, small kind of computer program company, really helped him kind of improve his life. So he talks about that, and he won the whole leadership presentation festival. I really want to show you a couple of different cases. I love Hyunggyung's case. This is recommendation video from one of her teachers, and Hyunggyung majored in culture and psychology. So she talked about communication in Silk Road in China. Okay, it was great presentation here. And Hyunggyung took one of the course we are offering called leadership course. She did 2-hour lectures. So she talked about Western civilization. So how Western civilization has been developed. So for two hours, it was great seminar. And then she went to Tokyo.
At this very moment, people are fighting. People are fighting for money, love, picture, so on.
She went to Tokyo, and then she talks about the conflicts between Japan and Korea. She talks about Korea and Japan. Are they enemies or friends? In front of a whole bunch of Japanese audience. And then it's this fabulous presentation. She won the presentation festival in Tokyo. So she's not very interested in working for like big corporates, but she wants to go to graduate school, possibly in America. So she put everything together into a portfolio, and then she's sending this to America, a lot of graduate school. So that's Hyunggyung's case. Maybe one last case for Japanese students. So Ayaka's case, it's very unique. Ayaka in this time, Ayaka couldn't really speak English that well, but she talked about living in Fiji Island, and she did 2-hour lectures about Japanese engineering, how Japanese engineering is why it's so sophisticated and developed. It's great lecture. And then she did presentation in Tokyo.
So I'm here.
About interior design,
My
because
job
her
is to make people more healthy and comfortable.
her now career is interior design, and she did presentation about lighting. It was just fabulous presentation, and Ayaka really want to work for American companies or interior design firms in Tokyo that require interior designers who can speak English. So we are going to send this profile page to a whole bunch of companies in Tokyo. Of course, it's going to be a mass email, so some returns, but hopefully some companies can respond, and we continuously work with Ayaka. So Ayaka's and our relationship has been 2.5 years. So we always go back and forth, trying to make this happen, right? So it's this case is also very successful case. So I just want to summarize everything that I've talked about, and I want to talk about the course review. First, about the job interview, right? I'm just going to give you key points. Read English newspaper and summarize, and try to improve your speaking, but work on your details and try to have unique perspective. And this is something that's it's going to sound super weird, but again, you have to take it very open-mindedly, okay? My friend, his name is Ezra. He's one of my church friends, and he graduated U of T, and then he had his, as usual, gap year. He helped one guy who's in MBA program. He was just Korean person, the older person. He just helped him write a research paper. So you don't know, what a small world. This MBA student's wife is one of the executives at Samsung Canada. So the line was connected. Now he gets the chance to interview with Samsung people in Canada. My point is not that. My point is, you know what happened afterwards? He started going to church service at 6 o'clock every day for about 1 month. Every day. Okay. So of course, you may interpret differently. Of course, why is Joe, evangelizing me? I'm not Christian. You can think that way. Maybe I am, but anyway. But maybe that's one side of message I'm trying to deliver. Another side of message is that you have to be very, 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 very humble, and you have to stay hopeful. That's the only way. And even his case, it was just 80% of the possibility that he will get the job. But he was very humble, and he stayed hopeful. And then for 1 month, he attended church service at 6 o'clock every day, right? So you have to be very humble and work toward your goal.